Hello, travellers. We are your hosts, Jarryd
And Spiggy.
and today we are playing the Overlord!
It's the Overlord!
That's gonna make your bleed.
Depends how hard.
Someone's just gonna watch go, shit!
We are currently playing this on my profile, even though I've played this game to death in my own time, because I have the story mode expansion DLC and it'll be automatically integrated into the main campaign.
But it's a fun little thing to play. So we thought we'd have you guys join us on a journey.
We have both played this game and its sequel, Overlord 2, which we may or may not do for the channel, depending on how well this goes and how well received it is. And we just thought, that'll be a good one to start off with. And there is actually a split screen versus mode, but it's kind of pathetic, so we won't bother with that. And this is on the 360, as you could tell by the intro, but you'll notice it says Overlord Raising Hell, which is the name of the expansion pack, which was included in the PlayStation 3 version. Hence why on PlayStation 3 it is only known as Overlord Raising Hell. And that was a lot of exposition even for me.
I know, just in my mind I was like, stop it, Jarryd. Stop it, you're hurting me.
Anyway, let's get into this adventure.
Let's get started.
For God's sake, I already picked which device.
Then pick again. I do love how the load screens, there's always like a little minion just scratching the arse or something.
Was I drunk?
Rub some acid in his eyes.
Acid! Ah!
Why?
Oh God! Please don't tell me I was drunk last night.
I regret every life choice I have ever made.
Why am I letting gremlins put armor on me?
The fuck is this? The fuck are you?
Quaking with fear already.
What happened to my eyes? That's the effect of the acid.
I was about to say, is that because of the acid?
I am Nar, Minion Master and devoted servant of darkness.
See, whenever I used to play this, I always just called him Gnarly. He's like, gnarly dude.
We're not doing that. We can have nicknames for some of them, but we are not changing the main ones.
I'm naming them all. That one over there on the left is Bob. There's Peter.
They all have official names, unfortunately.
Well, I'm naming them.
Once we retrieve, once we complete the first adventure out into the world.
There's Snaggletooth.
Evil faces, ready to loot
Snaggletooth the Snotter.
them up.
Aye.
Let us continue. Follow me if you wish to study the finer points of combat and minion control. Of course, if you want to get straight to the smiting.
So what we sort of figured is because we both played this and we both played it in much different ways. Like when I fought, I used a sword, and when he fought, you were more of a hammer warrior or something, or
No,
a mace.
I was a very sword person as well, but normally in the game you automatically default to the axe, as you can see. However, once you get the ability to upgrade your equipment, you're able to make swords and maces as well.
But I think at this point we're just going to stick with an axe.
Yeah, we're probably just going to do this playthrough with nothing but the axe.
Maybe, well,
Don't worry, we'll upgrade it to a better material, but
Yeah, we're not going to stick with the same shit that we
But,
did at the start.
normally, me and Spiggy both change to the sword style of fighting because it is the fastest method. The axe is a good balance of damage and speed, and the mace is slow but really powerful. And now we get to be up the Jester minion.
Do it! Take on! Annihilate them!
Yeah, it's weird. Some of the minions are practically immortal, but as far as I know, it's never explained in any of the games
Yeah.
how they have that kind of immortality. Because Null, Giblet, and the Jester seem to be like the only 3 kind of immortal ones in this game.
Team run. That's it. Now you've got it.
I do kind of like how you still have, like in the first one, you have that slight showing that you're still kind of human by having the arms revealed. You can just see his elbows.
You can see that he's some sort of humanoid underneath all that armour.
Yeah.
He's out of your
I think in the second one he's completely covered.
millions to shut.
No, his bare skin is on display, but he's technically a magical mutant because
You son of a bitch! I'll fucking kill you!
when as part of the plot of the second one, which we won't spoil, there's like points where basic creatures and basic humans get exposed to something which turn them into blue-skinned creatures with silver glowy spirals all over their body.
Yeah.
And the Overlord and Overlord 2 seems to share these traits from birth.
Then you
Yeah.
must sweep them through it.
Beat the shit out of him!
Lord, overrated more like.
I really probably should have just skipped the tutorial and went straight into the game.
Get away.
Well,
But it gives a little bit extra story for the viewers.
yeah.
Not much, but a little.
Enough.
Why the fact is telling me to do it again, despite the fact that I just did it because he's further away now.
Try this time. He's a little further. Fuck you, Gnarl. Fuck you.
Ready, master.
Now we're gonna make him even a little bit more further.
Nope, thankfully he's just telling us, follow me to the throne room!
Feel free to
If
beat
they
him
miss.
first if you wish.
We can beat him up, however I think it seems to be impossible to actually kill him, because see if you just send your minions to beat the shit out of him,
Yeah.
his health does not really deplete, even if I join in.
I imagine
You'll only get like a sliver of health off of him at the most.
it's probably just because he's one of those NPCs that are supposed to be around all the time, even if it's not story-based
Yeah.
wise. He's just the annoying.
See, look, tiny sliver of health taken off of him.
But you'd have to be doing that for like 3 hours just to take him out.
Yep, and there's no point. That I know of anyway.
Gives you like a bazillion experience. Well, alright.
Oh no, the cat's escaped.
Come on.
We let the cat out of the bag. Abort!
In you go. Apologies, my cat seems to want to be famous.
How are we a Dark Lord of a set of ruins?
Dude, I wouldn't even trust myself to be the Lord of the Flies.
Bastion of evil these days without wretched
Behold your tower, sire! It's a shithole, we'll work on it.
It could use some work if I gotta be honest.
killing your predecessor like that. Still, you're here now, sire. Evil will always find a way.
Evil will always find a way.
Destroyed much of the tower.
One of the most common phrases from the Overlord franchise. Evil always finds a way.
Our new overlord.
The Overlord!
Punish those
Rebuild your tower, punish those so-called heroes, and re-establish a dark domain. But for some reason we'll give you a morality system that lets you be
powers or
more of an anti-hero than a outright Dark Lord.
Which one are we going with? Are we just gonna be a complete bastard or are we gonna be canonized?
just enough to transform.
I would say for the sake of difference, be a complete bastard, because in every playthrough I've done, I've either been neutral or been like mostly a hero.
Alright, then we'll complete bastard it is. Just so you know, we're not actually like this, we're just going with it.
It's just one of those things where with a game with a binary morality system, you normally try to do a playthrough of both moralities.
Yeah.
Only problem is, it is ridiculous how much you have to do to be classified as evil in this game.
Made it through the gate, sire.
You didn't blow up like I expected. You what?
So
I was never informed of this!
is it not? Try not to inhale it, my lord.
Hideous is it not?
You can
I
summon your
see sheep.
minions from
They
this
fluffy.
place. They are
I killed
ancient
them.
arcane links.
Eat the sheepies! Yes, and you'll very quickly notice that apart from Null, the vast majority of minions
Must
are basically toddlers.
Yeah, they have a very limited vocabulary.
And even when they do, they have stupid things like sheepies!
They're basically me.
And Wolfie! In the sequel.
Brown minion.
See a spider?
8-leg.
I can't even remember if they actually called them spiders or if they actually gave them a shorter name.
I can't remember either. We'll find out if we get to that point in the game. Well, in the second game.
Return to the gate.
And look, how annoying. Very beginning of the game, and they tempt you with an object that you can collect to improve yourself as the Overlord, but you can't do it until you've collected. Well, until you've collected something from later in the game.
Yeah, can't do shit.
Trying to talk about this game and not give away spoilers for those that haven't
I
played
don't
or
think-
seen this game yet is kind of difficult.
I don't think we need to worry massively about spoilers since it's quite an old game.
True, but for those that are going through this journey for the first ever time, I'd rather not spoil too much
Yeah.
about the games.
We can give the basic premises of the allies you get.
Yeah, I suppose that isn't really much of a.
It's not really a
plot
spoiler,
or
it's just
anything.
you telling them what sort of allies are available to you.
Well, we have our minions here, a kind of goblin-y gremlin creature.
These are brown minions.
These are called browns, and as you can guess by the fact they're referred to as the brown minions, that there are a few other types. One of them is exclusively for dealing with water, which is why we can't get that object over here yet, because we need the aquatic minions, who are very imaginatively named the Blues. Oh, hold on.
And
Go on
the
to
names
summon
just-
more.
The names just keep getting better. Lenny Stewart!
No, wrong thing.
All yours, you
That must be where Gru got the minions from then.
Different set of minions, unfortunately.
They're your minions and you got names for each one of them.
pumpkins apply.
True, but I don't know. But those minions existed from the beginning of time,
And the soup
apparently.
They might have.
and the ice cream.
Goblins and gremlins have been around for centuries.
Actually, no one it's never really specified how the minions were born or created. All we know is that they're artificially created race via magic.
Your creature.
I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be like homunculi or something like that.
I don't think they're like homunculi. They're like artificial, like little gremlin-y demon things. But
Is
I'm
it not easier
sure.
to send your minions to kill all the...
It's not kill, it's just break, but I always do it by getting involved as well, because sometimes it's quicker to have you do it as well.
Fucking
But-
sunflowers! I hate them!
And as you may have noticed, our minions are now wearing jack-o'-lanterns. That is because minions will literally pick up anything they see and use it as armour or weapons.
Yep.
And this is most obvious with the Browns because they don't have any particular like standard issue equipment,
Yeah, they
whereas
don't
the
really-
other whereas the other minions are a bit more specialised for the armour and weapons.
They don't have... Basically, the Browns are your stereotypical grunts. They don't have a major specialty. They would sort of be just ground and pound, but
Yeah, they
the
are.
greens are sort
They're
of
your
more-
basic foot soldiers. The greens are your assassin ones,
and the reds are your long range.
and you've got red ones which are like your archers, for lack of a better term.
Yeah. So the Browns are basically when they find something, they generally put it on or pick it up.
And it'll be obvious what they're wearing, whereas the reds, blues, and greens will.
It's usually
all
something just like a
have-
belt or a baudelier.
Oh yeah, they all have more standardised equipment.
Yeah, they're more subtle.
Kill
The clouds.
Kill the halflings. And yes, it is actually halflings in this one, not hobbits.
Solo. Battles.
Creatures. You will learn more of it. The Tower Heart.
Clear up.
The Tower Heart.
Grow pumpkins.
That looks oddly bright for a dark domain thing.
It's just a crystal of raw magical energy.
Clear those pumpkins and let's get it back to the tower.
I mean, you'd expect, like, if it's a dark magic type thing, like, eventually the dark magic would sort of corrupt it. into a point where it's either like a dark red or you're pure black.
Magic is universally blue in most fantasy genres, so that's why it's an orb of pure crystalline.
Yeah, sure. But you
Magic.
know more about that than me, because that you actually read. For those of you that don't know, I can't read.
Well, you can't. Well, you can. It's just difficult because of a condition.
Yes. Multiple conditions.
Yep.
Mulder! Gubbin. Why aren't you doing anything gnarly?
Woo! And now we have to go back.
There is a lot of back travelling in this game.
Especially when you try to be fully evil, because you have to do a lot of pillaging in the same villages.
But in reality...
But then again, that also means you generate more money for upgrades quicker.
Yep. I mean, when you're a good guy, it's really difficult. It can be pretty difficult to get the upgrades.
Yep. Behold, sire, the tower harp, which is sinking through the water we used to teleport you into a lower section of the sanctuary, which you will never see via that pool.
Why is it going down the toilet?
You were using that as the toilet?
Well, they're not supposed to. I couldn't find another one here. I just thought this was a very
Yay,
big
we can now control more minions.
which is always good.
Yep. As you can tell by the colours, that's our source of our first spell, the fireball. And the column that you saw, it matches the colour of the one that's in the water we showed you earlier. And that will give us a total of 15 minions, if we were able to collect that one at the moment.
Yeah.
Every time you collect one
It goes
of
up by
those,
5, isn't it?
yep, goes up in sets of 5 whenever you add another section to the yellow pillar. And yes, I did, it is pillar because they just stack on top of each other.
Yeah.
And there's 2 other ones, one for health and one for mana, which is probably the wrong way around.
I think I need to find a duck.
Get out of my way!
Something to pummel.
One of the things I always hated about the Jester, he likes to run up next to you, so he sometimes traps you in areas unintentionally. Let's see if we can go look at the Tower Heart.
Turn to the halfling domain.
Hey, I'm the Overlord, and welcome to my crib. Do 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 do. Just an episode of Cribs.
It'd be terrible, at least until we got it fully upgraded.
These are my minions. Ah! Gemini, get off
And
of the
there
camera.
we have the Tower Heart.
Warning, Pit Master.
It is beautiful.
Tower Heart is not only the main source of your tower's power, but it also contains information.
And here we have the Brown Hive.
It just looks like a massive shard if we're honest.
It's the source of all brown minions. You collect brown life force energy, and
on.
it lets you spawn more.
Admit it, it looks like a turd with sweet corn or something.
Many different.
Hello, yes. And now, and if we activate the Tower Heart, we can look at the other minions which we don't have access to yet.
Yep. So you got the red, the green, the blues, and the browns.
It also keeps a tally of how many you have created based on how much life force you've collected.
How many are alive and how many are dead.
How many have been lost either through upgrading equipment or
Oh yeah, you can do that too, I forgot.
or by just losing them in battle.
It's been a long time since I played this game.
Whoop whoop.
Everyone on the steam train.
Wrong series.
I'm not talking about that steam train. Although, that's a fantastic series.
Welcome.
There we go. Go back and find a crane. View
Okay.
domain quests. Find a crane.
Well, you don't beat around the bush. I guess we're finding a crane. I get the feeling that that's the lover of all the little minions. He's like, everyone on the love boat.
Testing, testing.
No.
Because all he's doing is like pelvic thrusting and shit.
Okay.
You hear me, Master?
Kill the sheepies. Bring me more life force.
They don't even care what they're doing. They're just happy to be out.
Yep. The minions are very simple creatures. They enjoy destruction, and that's about it.
Minions, played today by Spiggy.
Some of you that are mostly naked, go smash things up, see if you can find any armor or weapons.
Also, Jar Jar! Destroy it!
Ugh, the Gungan. Oh yeah, that's a thing I forgot about. There's always a dark cloud above your teleporters, or at least your main hub wall, your hub ones. You get temporary ones in some of the dungeons you come across later in the game.
Now let's look for more shit to destroy. Barrels!
I'll admit I'm taking the long way round to the next little bit of plot so that I can try and get some more equipment for them.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, as they equip better things, it shows you their ferocity.
Yeah. And the majority of them is nudie right now.
They're wearing loincloths.
Not by choice.
Return!
Like, you're not coming out with me until you put your line on. Ah, fucking level. Put. Ah, look how beautiful this place is. The sun is shining, the birds are tweeting away. I hate it. Destroy!
Nope, just move.
Destroy!
Halflings approaching, get ready.
Hang on, those ain't halflings. Look at the one with the helmet.
He's a pretty tall halfling.
Could be two halflings holding up some armor. Yeah,
We're not doing double Hitler.
sneaky little what's names.
Or the old school
Here.
trick that you see in cartoons or kids shows where they want to get into a movie that's not for their age, so they just sit on each other.
Yeah, kids in trench coats.
Yeah,
Straight.
and a fedora usually.
In the field. Greedy little.
I'm pretty sure they do that in All Dogs Go to Heaven as well, in the second one,
First one, but yeah, they do.
to bet on a horse or something.
Yep.
I don't know why I even bothered saying
And
that.
fireball! And now they all bomb because they're in the dry grass.
Destruction! That's one thing I do think this game did really well. It had a destructive capability.
Yep. And now
Everyone
go,
pick up
gather, collect for your master.
Just one finds a false beard. No, Wurzel, get back here.
I shall leave them because they will head to the tall grass. And then I can kill them with a fireball.
I don't think that's a destructible object.
Nope.
Burn, baby! Burn!
They'll sometimes try to run at you.
I do like how they sort of jump around like idiots.
No, one of my minions is on fire. He's probably going to die soon.
Nope, he survived. Oh no, he died.
I think that was because of combat though.
Yeah. At least he died honourably.
What a shot, never even locked on.
Last thing, sire. Killing innocents, and I use the term loosely.
Time to become
increases your
corrupted.
Increases my corruption, you say?
Visit
Well.
It is a good idea not to kill him, sir. Ah! Alright.
This is really suitable for establishing a long-term evil plan. That requires
I love how no matter what you're in, like
gratitude.
anything, it doesn't matter like if it's Lord of the Rings or anything like that, no civilian can fight even the tiniest of creatures. It's quite funny.
Well, we are rather for our horde, although small, is rather ferocious.
Yeah.
Go, gather. It'd be so much easier if there was just a way to fast collect without having to use your minions all the time.
Did they not bring one of those in the second one where you can just and like absorb it in?
Can't remember, to be honest.
I think it was like the same button that you like called the minions over to you with. I don't think it's in this one, but
Nah.
Mammals.
Equipment.
Shadows.
This must be the work camp those peasants spoke of.
the barrels are tiny compared to you.
Burn! Burn!
Yes, I am burning the halflings. Damn it, out of mana. Oh well, we'll just have to do this the normal way. Oh look, I can get rid of my minions to restore health.
To regain your
I'm good.
You've still got a pretty decent amount.
I'll just quickly head this way because I can create a shortcut back to the hub.
By breaking the fucking wall.
Indeed. And look, a mana recharger.
Oh, the irony.
But you have to sacrifice minions again.
They allow you
Second one was a bit.
and 9.
Second one was a bit better because you can actually restore your health and mana just by standing on the edge of your teleporters back to your tower.
I think in the second also you can sacrifice your own minions to yourself, like you can just grab them and kill them.
That was a shielding ability.
Was it shielding?
Yeah. By casting magic on them, you could obtain. You can get different effects by like charging up a shield for yourself, but also turning them into projectiles.
Good.
throwing rocks. Primitive.
Yeah, cool. Minorly.
Ah!
These halflings are a minor inconvenience.
That's mine.
Okay, and let's see. Okay, on you go.
On Dasher, on Thrasher, on Prancer, on...
Make sure you take a full set of minions. Look, sire, a wheel. Your minions
Send them all this way, make sure that there's nothing that they want or need.
might happen.
Oh, potions to restore mana. Any health ones?
I hear the bleating of lesser.
Bring them to me.
Well, we're too busy chasing after the sheepies now. It's ridiculous how much farming of life force is recommended in this game in order
Yeah,
to
it is
upgrade
generally
your...
just...
Not only so you've got a decent horde size, but because when you're like forging and upgrading armour and weapons, you can use your life force of your minions to make them stronger. It is ridiculous how much you have to do, or how much you can do even.
The whole game basically just tells you to fuck everyone's shit up.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you had one just pushing that on his own. Just...
He went there by accident, and we are nearly at 30 minutes, so we shall go through this gateway to trigger a save point, and then that will probably be the end of the episode.
Yep. Because obviously we don't want you guys watching it for like an hour long.
Although we could easily go for that long.
We could.
But we won't bother, especially since we now have a short range teleport back to the tower, which if we go through, well, we will be able to instantly return to here from the tower, so we might as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of dance he's doing, if anything, or if he's just a kind of
Well, that's
partying.
a pelvic thrust. That is most certainly a pelvic thrust.
Fuck off, Jester.
But on that note, guys, we do hope that you've enjoyed yourself here in the tavern with us. If
And we hope to continue with Overlord in the near future.
give us a like or a subscribe if you guys are enjoying it. And we shall see you in the next video, guys. Fare thee well.